Okay, definitely a little bit of a triggering title to today's video, and it's just been something I've thought about the last couple weeks. One of the things I enjoy doing on the channel is showing you guys new pickups and new things I got. And I was going to do that today, and I actually have it here. And then I was like, why does this feel like adult show and tell? Like it literally feels like when you're in kindergarten and you're showing off a new toy that you got. It made me think about like sneaker collecting as a whole. What is sneaker collecting now? Like this hobby has absolutely exploded within the last 5 years. And before, I'm going to say when I first started collecting, 20, 25 years ago, it wasn't really like this. You would buy a shoe, but it wasn't to run home to post it to social media. And it definitely wasn't to go online, flex it online, and put it on a shelf and display it for people. At least it wasn't, in my opinion. The internet kind of exploded. These fake social media points came out. You get followers and likes and views and other just like fake things that we've created in order for people to feel more important than they really are. And at least when it comes to sneaker collecting as a hobby, those that want to share it online kind of get more points. They kind of get more recognition. On my Instagram, sometimes I get comments like, man, I can't wait to have a collection like yours, or you have the most amazing collection. And I kind of thought like, yeah, I'm showing this to share and connect and, flex a little bit. At the same time, it's kind of just like, look at what I have. It just feels like show and tell now. And we're so quick, and I'm speaking about myself. I am so quick to want to show what I have instead of just sitting quietly and enjoying what I have. And that's a problem with social media. That's a problem with this whole YouTube thing. I really actually love people that have crazy collections that haven't posted a single photo online and don't care about any of that. They just wear their shoes. They enjoy it. They connect with a small community around them, and that is all they want. And for those that participate on social media to share their collections, I'm not saying everyone is there to flex and show off what they have. But at the end of the day, it kind of boils down to that, right? The hobby itself has gone from connecting to people. When I remember traveling from one end of Toronto to the other on the subway, then taking a 45-minute bus to meet a guy in a gas station for a pair of shoes, and we would then just talk for like an hour with a complete stranger about Jordans. And then I would come home and I would clean the shoe, and then I would wear them, then I would restore them, and I'd get my little Angeles paints. I would connect with other people online, and maybe I would do a custom on them. All of that was part of this like community process. Whereas now the process is getting the shoe from a couple clicks online. It gets delivered to your house. You unbox it, potentially show people online what you have, and then you put it back in the box and you put that in your closet, or you put it into your little plastic box and let it sit there dead stock. I mean, I do it. If I do it, I know a lot of you guys do it. And I just hate that like that's the direction we're in now. And so to bring it right back to like this whole show and tell thing that I discussed before and how it's kind of getting a little bit played out, it makes me question, why I even bother doing YouTube and social media if that's what I'm thinking. And I just want to come off as like as authentic as possible, because this channel for me has already met and surpassed all the goals that I set out for it. And now I'm trying to redefine the channel to connect with people, to have them understand where I'm thinking and how I'm thinking about shoes. And one of the problems is that like in order to grow the channel, you have to put out content. In order to put out content, you have to kind of do what the hobby entails, which is show off sneakers. Like I definitely want to do that. I also want to share my thoughts on sneakers and connect with people. You might see some weird content on the channel as we move forward, but it's just me kind of exploring and redirecting and figuring out how I want to keep this about sneakers and streetwear and lifestyle, but also not just do this like, here's my unboxing number one. Here's my unboxing number two. This has nice pebbled leather. This has a nice colorway. All of that content, while some people might find it useful, I don't find it useful. So I can't keep putting stuff like that out. The second point I'm going to make, just because it's off the top of my head, is like sneaker collecting. I don't know if you agree with it, but sneaker collecting kind of just feels like who has the most money. Because if you think about it, if you have the most money, you can have probably the best collection. It's not about going out and finding and hunting and building connections in order to get the shoe. Now it's about how much money do I have, and then I can get anything. And that's definitely not what it was when I got into it. So now when I look back onto what it is, It definitely turns me off to the whole like sneaker collecting thing. I really hate the term like sneakerhead and sneaker collector now because it is tied to so many things that are new to me that weren't a part of the culture, if you want to call it that, when I first got into it. So while the core of the hobby remains, there's so many new things that I don't like about it that you have to kind of either embrace or just walk away from altogether. It's a weird thing, and I'm probably making it a little bit more deep than it really needs to be. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just shoes. You wear them, you walk outside, and life goes on. And that's exactly what it should be. But when I make content like this, I do want to connect with people that might have similar opinions or you might not. So I want to hear about it. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.